actually would like to talk about my most favorite villain in all of Naruto. Now, whether you guys perceive that to be Madara for the amount of hype he generated during the war arc, or Obito for his sad backstory, and the hype that was revealed when he was finally announced to the whole Shinobi world as Obito Uchiha, or the rest of the Akaki for the individual personalities, or even the Suki for the unique and interesting quirk surrounding the Ten Tails, the Divine Fruit, all that jazz. I honestly perceive that role to belong to Orochimaru, and I'm gonna explain why. Orochimaru possessed such a calculating and creepy manner to him that none of the other villains possess. That is actually fascinating. The extent that this man is willing to do for his own goals. And what I mean by that, the fact that his first instinct, his first goal when we first see him introduced, is to subdue Sake over to the side. Because he actually needed Sake in his side, because previously, he actually tried to obtain Itachi's body for himself, but obviously that didn't plan out because Itachi was way too strong at the current point in time. So he had to rely on Sake to be able to defeat Itachi, and I think that was a magnificent plan. Because not only was Sake the perfect host because he had the Sharingan, he had a lot of potential. Naruto, he didn't really have a lot of potential at that current point in time. The Nine-Tail wasn't really cooperative. He wasn't really a mindless. He was kind of more so a mindless beast. And with the Sharingan, he could actually possess the Nine-Tails. He could actually take control of the Nine-Tails. So it was honestly more his favor to actually possess Sake's body so he could be able to defeat Itachi and obtain the Nine-Tails. So that way, you have all of these in his back pocket when he does, and if he does, obviously he didn't, but if he does attain Sake's body. And for him to actually be able to have that goal and plan, and he has another goal of being able to destroy Konoha, which he did very well. That plan was well executed, especially in the beginning phases of that plan, which he actually defeated the Sand Village Kage, so easily and very quietly, I may add, because he actually managed to possess to personate the Kage very easily to the point that nobody, whether we're talking about the Sand Village advisor, normal civilians, or even the kids, his own kids, not a single person noticed it was him, and not a single person uh, suspected it was a fake. Not only until Orochimaru himself made it willingly known that it was him and the Sand Village Kage had died a long time ago, and I think that was a crucial part in his plan because without the Sand Village cooperation in destroying Konoha, I just don't see a future where will be able to defeat Hiruzen, especially given the fact that Might Guy and Kakashi, they were actually held back by the Sand Village. And without the Sand Village there, I do believe that Kakashi or Guy or any other Jonin, they would have gone in to help against Orochimaru. And as strong as Orochimaru is, I don't foresee a future where he is able to defeat all of them by himself. Because with the Edo Tensei, it was not that strong at the time. So I don't think it would have been a major factor in defeating him, defeating Hiruzen and the other Jonin. And we actually could see proof of this when Hiruzen by himself actually managed to defeat the first and second Hokage decently well. He managed to put a decent fight, and the thing about that is during that fight, Orochimaru could have fought back at any point of time during he is busy with the first two Hokage. But the thing is, Orochimaru, he is incredibly way too cocky. He is way too arrogant that he underestimates people quite frequently in this whole story of Naruto. Like what I said before, he underestimated Itachi a lot. He would just solely focus on his research on being able to be well versed in ninjutsu or dojutsu or whatever, and that resulted in him being underestimating him again, underestimating people again like Hiruzen or the two Sonic, especially with the two Sonic. Like the fact that he actually did calculate to put poison for the Jiraiya just in case he decided to interfere against Orochimaru and Tsunade. The fact that he honestly thought that he was going to be able to defeat Tsunade and Jiraiya by himself, I mean, that was just a pipe dream. There was no way in hell that he was going to be able to beat both of them by himself. Because, I mean, as strong as Orochimaru is, I mean, I just don't see. It was just unrealistic for him to actually be that strong. Especially given that Tsunade actually had a trump card that wasn't revealed until the end of Shippuden, which is the ceiling mark. Had she released the ceiling mark, it would have been incredibly easy for him to actually defeat Orochimaru. While I do think that Jiraiya wouldn't have been able to activate Sage Mode under the conditions he was in during the Orochimaru fight, but if he was able to do so, I do think Orochimaru would have a serious problem on the other hand that he would not be able to escape whatsoever at all. But in all, I do think that Orochimaru is a very fascinating character. And what I have said today is just a glimpse of his entire impact through the whole series. But let me know your thoughts on Orochimaru as a character and what he has done in the series. What's your favorite moments of him, or do you even just like him for that matter? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys